Welcome to the ActiveTracks instructional video series. In today's tutorial, we're going to talk about how to place an order using the Applicant Quick Invite. The Applicant Quick Invite can be found on your home screen once you've logged into the ActiveTracks portal. The Applicant Quick Invite is perfect for a situation where you don't have your applicant's written consent in hand to run the background check, or that potential applicant is remote, or you simply, as a company, don't want to be trading paper back and forth that may have sensitive information on it, and you wish to have all that handled electronically. The Applicant Quick Invite process will be covered in a second video showing what the applicant sees so that you'll be able to see the disclosures, the consent form, and how that process works. That's outside the scope of this video. But for today, we're just going to talk about, if you're a hiring manager, how this feature works. So the pink boxes denote required fields. So for today, we're going to use Johnny Good in our scenario. We're going to type in his email address. Okay, and once you tab off of it, it does turn white. The next feature is that you must remember there's a package menu drop-down. For our demo database, we only have 2 screening packages available. Your company may have 20. It may be an executive hire or a driver hire or a pre-employment screening A. As many screenings as we need to set up for you, we can, and those generally have different price points. So very important to remember to select the appropriate screening you wish to run for this applicant. And then your options below are to either save this as a draft, which you can return to later and process, or you can process this immediately and send that invitation to the applicant. We're going to do that. Once you click that button, you'll see there's a pop-up box that says the invitation has been sent, and it gives you a number. This is a confirmation number and basically an order number. So in this scenario, it's 2400. Okay. As the hiring manager at this point, the next thing you'll receive from ActiveTracks is an email saying that your report is complete, and that would happen once we've processed that order. It's going to look like this. Once the applicant has given us permission through their authorization and they've provided us their date of birth, their social security number, their driver's license, whatever required information our screening needs, this email comes to you as a hiring manager, or it comes to whomever the order requester is, in case there are various users on your company system. So it'll have in the subject of the email, background report for Johnny Good. It's going to give you a link here. This is a URL that once you click that, it's going to take you back to the ActiveTracks portal. You will be required to put your login credentials in, but it will take you directly to that report, so you don't have to sift through several hundred reports that you've already ordered. All right, now let's say you haven't received this email yet. We're going to skip back to your home screen. All right, this is what you see once you've logged back in. Let's say a couple days have passed, you haven't heard anything. Once you're here, the blue menu bar at the top has a bunch of different options. Reports is the menu option we're going to hover over, and you'll see that the second option down says Applicant Portal Invitation Statuses. We're going to click that. Now, you're going to scroll down and see all the applicant invitations that you have outstanding right now. It's going to say in the first column the time that invitation was entered. That's when you or our hiring manager has placed that order, initiated it, who the order went to. It's going to give you the order number. Then this order, if you have several users, like I say, if you've got a hiring manager A and maybe a hiring manager B or assistant, it's going to have their user identifier here, so you'll know who placed the order. We're going to scroll over a little bit to see the last email sent. Our system will automatically send an email daily for 7 days in a row, unless you have us customize that for you, which we can do. But the default is an email once a day for 7 days in a row, so it will give you a timestamp of when those emails were sent. And under this next box, it'll say expired. It'll tell you how many days from the original invitation order, how many days in a row we'll send that invitation. So the second email that you could potentially receive from ActiveTracks would be that the invitation expired on this applicant. You'd have to come back and either re-enter an applicant invitation or call us for assistance if that happens. Okay, so now why are reasons that maybe the applicant didn't respond? Well, maybe we got their email address wrong. So let's say this johnnygooddemo@gmail.com is incorrect, if you hover over it and click it, a box pops up for you to revise that email address. So if you realize you've mistyped it for some reason or they provided you the wrong email, you can amend that, save changes, and then scroll back down to see it. And if you want to, you can reinitiate this revised email receiving the invitation by clicking last email notice sent. If you click that, it says, are you sure you want to resend the email notice? Yes. Okay, and I'm going to say no, cancel here. But we can, of course, fix that email address. Also, let's say this applicant chooses not to pursue the job with you anymore. They say, well, I'm really not interested. So if you want to, you can scroll over here to the end, and you can click the red menu button to cancel this order. Once you do that, there's a lot of scrolling on this page because it's pretty long. It says, do you want to delete this entry? And if you say yes, delete, it's gone. So no more need to worry about it. So once you've taken a look at the invitation portal statuses, and again, today's order was 2,400, I'm going to give you just a quick view of what it looks like if you actually click on the report itself before an applicant has authorized it. So your company's name here or your logo appears here. We'll scroll down. You'll see that in red it says the report is not yet active. We are actually waiting on the response from the applicant. So that's just a reminder, there's nothing here. We don't even have their address, their social, their date of birth, or anything. So we're still waiting for this applicant to authorize it. And we can always return back to the portal management system by clicking this link. Okay, and you scroll back down to see where you are on each invitation. All right, so that concludes today's tutorial. Log on to ActiveTracks.net for more instructional videos, or call us at 1-800-311-6075 for assistance. We are always happy to conduct a WebEx custom for you and your team, so feel free to call us anytime.